Alright, so a little something I wanted to show here. Of course, I went with the big machine, and of course, once again, you know, the thing's halfway in the trench before I can start digging, so you can kind of see in the hole. That's about as far as I could get with the big machine. It's 50% done now. The hole's getting deep enough that I just can't, you know, turn around in there. He's almost getting stuck in that, right? So this littler guy I got here, this come with one of the unit add-ons that they done. I'm not sure which one it came in, but it came in with one of them. And I thought, well, that's a cool little thing. Should give that a try. So my point here, I'm trying to show, going big is not necessarily always the best way to go. As you can see, this guy's bucket's a lot smaller than that. But the nice thing with him being on treads is you can basically turn him around on a dime. So he's going to fit in there a lot better. So he'll probably do you know, be able to do a better job for you. And again, like, you can do these things with, you know, if you don't have this one and you want a smaller one, well, then you could go with, oops, say Bobcat. You're supposed to be going backwards here. Right, I don't drive the track things very often, so I get myself a little screwed up with them. And I probably don't have the best of views. But you know, you can do it with one of the smaller pieces of equipment. I know with the excavator it would take a lot longer to dig it out with the excavator for sure. But I just wanted to kind of show that, you know, going big isn't always necessarily better, that's for sure. As you can see the difference in size in these things, that loader is almost the same size as the hole. Alright, well, I'll get this hole finished dug out and then I'll be back. Alright, so as you see here, I had to break down get the excavator. They wanted this hole just a little deeper than what we normally end up digging usually. I'll show you a picture here if I can. You see, that goes down a fair ways, yeah. No good for the loader. Usually it's just you got to go down like 6 inches or whatever for the foundation, and you're done. So, but this one is definitely going down. Must have a basement tour. So what I did is I decided to eventually, I broke down and ended up grabbing the biggest excavator they had. Actually, I've never used this one before, so I'm quite surprised at how much dirt this bucket will hold. I'm used to doing it with, like, you know, one of the smaller ones. That's why I'd always say it takes so long to dig these out with an excavator, but with this guy it wouldn't take all that long. And of course now, because I got the hole kind of partly screwed up from doing it with the loader, it makes it a little more difficult with the excavator, of course, because I can't park right, you know, kind of. This one ain't too bad. It's got some pretty good reach to it. I can reach pretty much most sides of the hole, but usually, like with the smaller excavator, you can't. You'll find you get stuck in spots where you can't do things. You know, you can't get it deep enough in the middle usually. So something else, you know, I'm here, I might as well mention. So as you can see now, it's 100% done. So now it's asked me to clear the construction area. So you could continue digging on this hole, loading your dump truck up with dirt and still getting paid for that dirt that you're taking out of here. Right? So, and it'll only clear, go on to the next stage once you move out of, you know, the construction site, or when you clear the construction zone, as they have there, or the site. So, I'll drive this guy out of the way here so you can see what happens. Let's see how far they want him to go before they say he's clear. There we go, that far, and boom. There you go, there's our hole. And then, of course, now you wouldn't be able to take any more dirt from it. So I could have still kept taking some dirt if I wanted to. It's a way to make some little extra money in the early stages. If they want you to dig a hole, it's one way you can make some extra money. Alright, well, for the... I don't think I'm going to have to do any more holes, but you know what? Let's go to the job section here. And let's have a quick look-see through here and see if we're going to need to dig anymore, right? Okay, so we don't in that section. Ground floor, panels, wood, packing, support. Nope. Won't be on that one. Oh. Maybe here, gardening. Plant ditch. Okay, so we'll have to dig a ditch, but it's for a garden, so this excavator is going to be way too big for that. I'm starting to learn to eat my words a little bit on, you know, go big or go home. Sometimes not necessarily going big is always the answer, that's for sure. That's doing the roofs, trusses. Okay, so we probably got some for gardening, but for this excavator, I'm definitely going to be done for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and send that one back to the store. This one was cost $5,000 rent for a day. And we paid $1,300 for it. Some of the other loaders are like $3,000, so those are the ones that I basically used before with the smaller ones, and like digging a hole with them, it does take a long time, but this guy's got, that one has a pretty big bucket on it, so might be worth doing. Now, I got the money. I got $494,000, so now we need to get materials. So what I'm gonna do is I will go, at this stage, I'm gonna go buy a trailer and a truck, because of course every job we're gonna have to go get materials. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? So I am gonna buy the big trailer, because that way I can haul any of the equipment I get on it as well. You know, I think I mentioned it before. I don't know. Here it is. I bought this trailer when I first started playing. It was the first one I bought, and I went to stick my loader on there, it wouldn't take it. And I went to put the excavator on there, it wouldn't take it. I put the, you know, they fit, but I guess they're just too big for it. But they all fit on that other trailer, so that's why I go for buying this one here. And like I said before, it does stack a lot of material on it. It's amazing how much material you can stick on it. So I'm gonna buy my Kenworth with the crane on it. Be nice to have a truck a little shorter without the crane, but there are some places that you need this crane. Just trying to think, because I know at the sawmill we had to go there and pick some stuff, and this crane wouldn't pick it up because the stuff was too heavy. I was wondering, okay, so 120, what's this one? 83. Wow. That's almost 40,000 different. All right, well, I'll just go with the truck. I won't go with the train. I won't go with the crane. I'll just go with the truck this time around. So, because you go to the store, you can do auto load, so you don't really need the crane there. It's only a couple places you go to, like the sawmill, prefab shop, a few of them places that don't. Oh, of course, I didn't buy the trailer. That's okay. That don't load you, right? But if you have to go there, generally the crane on that truck doesn't have the capacity to lift the things that you need to lift, so you have to bring in a wheel crane anyway. So what am I doing? That's what I get for talking. Not thinking here. yeah. Need that trailer. All right, purchase. There we go. Yes, we're gonna buy it this time. All right. Now, the neat thing with the store here is a lot of times it'll put your vehicle here, and in this case you buy two things at the same time like we did, so it'll put one there and then it puts the other one over here in the back side. There's cars on that road will probably just keep coming and coming and coming. right, we're hooked up. Alright, so we're gonna go down to the store, which is... I might as well just let this keep going here. See, now the trailer's gonna scrape on the wall because it's so close to it. But kind of what you get for the trailer having rear steering. Definitely helps swing that over a lot quicker. Everybody stay stopped. Wasn't quick enough. I thought I could get across there before he decided to start moving, but obviously not. Alright, so of course at the store we park ourselves in the yellow area here, and then she will auto load for us. You don't have to, of course you could load it yourself if you wanted. It'll put all the stuff down there and then you can just load it yourself, but I've been kind of enjoying the auto load. So I kind of still do it. So what I like about this trailer is that we're going to take everything that it has in here. We should be able to, might not be able to squeeze the plants in because they can't really stack those, but we'll see what it does. So make sure you click the auto load box if you want it to auto load, otherwise you gotta load it. So click the auto load and you can see if it won't take it all, it'll tell you that it all won't fit. So, oh geez, look at that trailer, eh? It's still half empty. Alrighty. The nice thing with this, of course, where we're working, it's just down the street from, no, just down the street from everything that we're grabbing here. See if I can get out of here without wiping everything out. Oh, I think he took that sign out. Did he? Yeah, there was two signs, one on each side there. You got one of them. Oh, well. It'll spawn back in. Yep, there it is, sticking out of the truck. Ain't that nice? Okay, we'll stick him right there for now. Now we'll go get our crane. And of course I just used that one. Me and my Go Big. No renting. It's funny with these cranes, there's 4 of them and all 4 have the same rating for lift capacity. So the only difference I've noticed between them is their reach. So I generally pretty much always go with this one. I just like this one. I know I can reach everything. I only once had an issue where it was too long, where there's other buildings that it would hit against. Which I guess ain't too bad. Alright, let's get this stuff rolling here. Just trying to kind of do these things as quick as I can. I mean, there is a thing, you can put some skill points to the crane and it'll move even faster than what it does right now. The thing with the crane is that the circle with all the arrows in it and stuff, right? That is showing you where your load will end up when you stop moving, and that open circle is where the hook is. That's kind of neat. So we got to unpack some material. So I'm just going to kind of move the crane out of the way here, and we'll go Go over here and unpack. So you just got to run over and hit the Y key on the gamepad to unpack it. I believe it's the G key on the keyboard if you're playing with a keyboard, but it'll tell you when you go to it anyways. Right, and yeah, so now we got to pour the basement slab. So I will go grab the truck. So we got to go back to the store because, of course, we don't have one. The thing with them, so obviously you wouldn't want to drive a cement truck down there to pour it, so you're going to need a pump truck. So you can buy one of these pump truck or rent a pump truck and then rent a cement truck, or you can rent the combination that has the on it. The thing with this guy is he has a short reach. He doesn't have a very long reach, but for doing these small jobs like this is a good truck to have because you only need the one instead of having two. They do have a bunch of different cement trucks. Now, so far as I can tell, is these cement trucks, this guy definitely shouldn't hold as much as this guy. Or is that... No, because that might be some different tank in front of them. I'm just trying to see if I can find one that's closer here. Probably not, because now I got all the dyno packs that they came out with just recently, which is quite nice. So here you get... that one doesn't quite. That one looks about the same size drum on them too. But anyways, oh, here we go. Now we're coming into some. So, these are definitely these drums. This one and this one should be bigger than the drum with the pump on it, but they hold the same amount of concrete as the pump truck. So that's just kind of a little mind-boggling. They do have, there's one I got with the dyno packs. I'm sorry, this one here. Now he holds more than this guy, than the ones that are like this, or the one that has the pump truck on it. He holds a little bit more. But other than that, it doesn't seem to matter, because I was trying to pick the biggest one I could get. Of course, me and my big, right? Go big, go home. So you make less trips, right? But then I discovered that even the small ones hold the same amount as the big ones. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. So hopefully they'll fix that one day, or if it is an issue, hopefully they'll get around to fixing it or changing it. Now, of course, because I'm blabbing, I can't remember if I actually clicked run rent for him or not. Okay, no, I didn't. Oh boy. Enter. Keep getting sidetracked all the time. Okay, so where did you go now? I forget what they have in here now. I think it said they had 80 vehicles. I think now is what they're up to. So it's quite a lot, but I mean, hell, a cement mixer is a cement mixer, right? And if the only difference that we have or that we're seeing in them is the design or the body of them, the shape of them or color that they're in, then, I don't really see the point in needing to have, like say 8 cement trucks if they all carry the same amount, but I guess to some people that when they play these games, the skins, or their paint jobs or whatever you want me call it, are, important to a lot of people. I particularly, don't care too much about that aspect of these things, right? I know we playing in DCS. Some of the guys I play with, man, I swear, as soon as they got in the airplane, the first thing they do is go check the skin on the plane. And I used to say to them, well, I don't fly the plane from the outside. I don't ever look at it. Well, flying the plane from the cockpit, I don't see it. So I don't see why you're so hung up on it. And but to some of the guys, it was like, man, it was the world. If you didn't have the right skin on there, it was bad. But, oh well. I guess that's what gives us variety, right? Because we all have different tastes, different likes, so just kind of the way the life is. Alright, so I'll cut the drive out of this. Oh. Alright, so we're down here in the yard, and of course to get concrete it's right here. Kind of nice because it's right up in the front, so we don't have to go very far for it. I just like to kind of be able to see a little bit for getting this in here to line them up. And then of course once you're close you just hold down the button, it'll line it up for you automatically. And oh, that was 17. I just kind of wondering because I think on the other truck that I think should hold more than this, that it was only taking 15 before, so they might have done something because they just brought some updates out to it, so they may have done something to that aspect that I haven't looked at yet, so I'll definitely have to go take a look at that a little better here. Because I know the big, the one now that you hook up a tractor trailer to, or a tractor to, I know that one holds about $20,000 worth of concrete, and this one just took 17 something, and I'm pretty sure these ones before were only taking 15, so they may have done something there. Alright, so we're back up at our site. And I'm just gonna see if it'll let me do this here. That leg should go into a hole and it should say, yeah, see, there we go. There we go. So can't park there, which means we gotta move it. One of the nice things with this truck is that the legs aren't they don't come out all that far on this one compared to some of the other pump trucks. Right, so it's just you have to pretty much be on level ground. You can actually park on a sidewalk and get away with that. Obviously here it wouldn't let us do it. The other thing that I like about this truck, oh, I should do this before I get going here, to show this with this truck, is that you got to make sure your chute is going to be over top of the grid. If it's like that, you know, or same on that side, then it doesn't go into the grid, it won't get concrete. And it sucks because a lot of the times I'll do that, I'll forget to check it, and as soon as you put the legs out, then you can't turn it no more as soon as the legs go down. And so usually what I do is put the legs down, I spin the boom all the way out, and I go to turn it on and it says the machine's empty. It's like, oh man. So you end up having to fold everything up, and you know, so you can turn that chute. So just something good thing to do to make sure on this one. When you have the other pump trucks, of course, the thing that you want to make sure on with that one is that you open the gate on the back where the concrete goes in. It has a lid on it. So I've also made that mistake before of you know, a lot of the times you get everything all set up, you get the arm all extended out, and then you forgot to open the gate, so of course you gotta run back to the truck and open the gate. Alright, so here we go. So these guys are a little tricky, you know, they take a bit to get used to. I know when I first started playing the game, I was using these, oh man, I was having a heck of a time trying to get this stupid arm to work, because you got, in a way of saying, you got like double controls, right? And then of course playing with the gamepad, it doesn't help when you want it to go left and right that you actually go up and down at the same time, or you know, vice versa. You might want it to go just down and it goes left and right on you, and that's just the sticks on the gamepad, moving the sticks. Okay, so I gotta, now because we're getting so close, see, this is the part that gets tricky, right? You gotta figure out which way to get this thing to. I might have parked too close myself here. Let's see. Okay. There we go. That's what we needed. So, like, the thing is with this truck, he shouldn't be folding up like that, though. I don't know why he wants to fold up. That doesn't make sense. But I was just going to say the thing with these snorkel trucks is that you got to, you know, you get used to them as you play with them, right? Like, it's just, you know, as you can see there, I wanted the snorkel. I wanted the snorkel to go out, and as it was going out, it went up. Now that's new, because I've never had it do that as I pulled it that close into the truck to have the black guy fold up like that. I've never had to do that before. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, there we go. Now we got him to come back. So sometimes I found with this thing too that sometimes things ain't working right with it. It just seems to be working kind of wonky, and when it does that, like it was doing there, sometimes the easiest thing to do to fix that problem is to just reset it. I guess sometimes it gets a little buggy and it gets screwed up, so you can just, you come to here and hit the reset, and they'll put the crane back, and then you bring the crane back out, and then everything seems to work proper again. It's not asking us to move out of the way yet, so let's just go ahead and unpack this, because this is probably going to create us to have to pour some more concrete here. And I figured. So hop back into the truck and away we go again. So see, you can, on the main boom, the first boom attached to the truck, you can go up and down with that one. But then with the other arm, you can kind of, you can see as it's coming out, it's going down. So you can kind of go up and down with this arm. So it does get a little screwy when you're first playing with them. It doesn't help. And then the other one that doesn't help is the view too, right? Because I mean, usually a lot of times I'm looking at it this way, and sometimes just what I want to get the arm to do, I can't get it to do it, so I end up putting the view like this, or in a way where you can see the whole arm and see what's going on with the whole thing instead of just a portion of it.